What's up, guys? Kevin Cage here with another crypto update. Let's dive into some XRP news. It has been an absolute crazy week across the board for markets. So, in the last 7 days, we can see that we've essentially crashed from the 50-cent area to as low as 31 cents, a 34-35% drop. Since then, we've been ranging, and overall today, we're up 9% for XRP, around 37 cents. Now, in the next 2 days, we have Ripple's annual event SWELL taking place. We can see some speakers including Brad Garlinghouse. We also have MasterCard, side-by-side Bank of America, and Trust Wallet. And this will be taking place in London this year. Now you can go right to ripple.com and see some additional speakers November 16th to the 17th. So we have speaking Bank of America and MasterCard, two confirmed Ripple partners. We have Brad Garlinghouse, we have BCB, Lulu, Sandy Young, even Fireblocks. We have James Wallace, the VP of Central Bank Engagement. Remember, he is on the DMI Symposium side-by-side with Algorand with OMFIF, which is a $43 trillion think tank connected to a variety of central banks. We have Tranglo, Novati, Nevin Gupta. We have WorldPay. And remember, in 2019, WorldPay becomes the first acquirer to enable Amazon Pay. Ernst & Young. We also have right here Brooks Entwistle, Ripple SVP of Global Customer Success. And we also have Nick from Heirloom. And remember, back in August, Heirloom raised $8 million from the company Ripple and Forte to onboard enterprises into Web3. And Heirloom software enables enterprise firms to mint and track a variety of Web3 assets such as NFTs and verifiable credentials known as VCs. And we can see that Ripple and Forte co-led the investment. And remember years ago when Ripple announced a $100 million blockchain gaming fund with Forte. So we have Brooks Entwistle, SVP for Global Customer Success of Ripple. He was also the Chief Business Officer International for Uber, and he was also a partner at Goldman Sachs for 22 years. And as we know, we have the World Economic Forum's annual meeting in Davos, January 16th to the 20th. And I also saw that they removed FTX, the crypto exchange, from their website. So this is in Davos on the 16th of January. Now, right before this event, we have the World Crypto Conference on the 13th to the 15th. Bringing together DeFi and traditional finance in the heart of Europe, DeFi, NFTs, metaverse, and much more. And speakers include Brooks Entwistle of Ripple. And right here we have Warren Buffett's current portfolio, and we can see we have Bank of America and also American Express. And we can see that even Anders pointing out, just fun to see that the two largest financial institutions in Berkshire Hathaway's portfolio are RippleNet partners. Now this was shared by Crypto Bird Dog. Thank you so much for sharing this. I thought this was fake at first, but this was actually published on Fox. And this is super embarrassing because this is false information. We can see titled SEC vs. Ripple Settlement Expected Tomorrow. And not financial advice, but I personally believe, and maybe this bear market has just turned me super cynical, but seeing the corruption of the SEC, seeing what Sam Bankman-Fried and what other bad actors have done this year, this makes me sick to my stomach. We can see shared by Charles Gasparino. Ripple told Eleanor that this is false. Now we have this gentleman, Mr. Kraft right here. He said, wow, spectacular journalistic credibility. He says, I worked as a utility for a production company once, and this crap was on purpose. On the truck or production room, there's a separate graphics department, and in their ear is a producer telling them what to put on the screen. 100% on purpose. So you guys decide for yourselves, but at this point, I think this is complete garbage. I think Fox knew exactly what they were doing. And even XRP Darren right here tweeting to Natalie, host of Coin Stories podcast in the Hard Money Show. Do you have a position open on XRP long or short? Do you have any investments that will benefit from false news that was shared on Fox? Did you tell Fox that there was a settlement with XRP? And are you intentionally spreading false information to benefit from it? And to me, this would not be crazy one bit. This happens all the time. And it was already confirmed that during the Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit in December of 2020, it was confirmed that SEC officials and employees were trading XRP with inside information. That's how the game is played. Rule number 1, retail always loses. And if you guys have time to see this video, I know Crypto Eddie uploaded it, and I think DAI as well, sharing Brad Garlinghouse jumping into that Twitter space the other day. Now, I highly recommend checking this out, because basically Brad hops in on a Sunday morning, looking forward to listen to what's going on with SBF, FTX, and really the crypto community as a whole. And the host of this Twitter Spaces, instead of bringing the community together, talking about Gensler and lack of innovation and regulatory overreach, he uses his time to throw dirt and shade at Brad Garlinghouse. Now, Brad's a G. He handles things better than I ever could have, and that's why he's a CEO. He handled everything professionally. He told it like it was. And if anything, I think it was extremely clear that this Bitcoin maximalist was really just trying to throw shade at him, was just trying to start a bunch of drama on crypto Twitter like always, instead of coming together like a community. And even instead of sharing the quote that Brad just said in that Twitter Spaces, Ripple has no debt, we've never had any debt, and we've got $1 billion of cash. They are prepared and they want settlement no matter what. Yes, I think Ripple will get settlement. They're going to pay fines, no doubt about it, early on. It is upsetting that Ethereum got a free pass, and there is no conspiracy regarding that. The Hinman documents prove everything. Now, I like Ethereum, but yes, they got a free pass. It is complete garbage for the industry. And what's ironic is that Ripple the company is a private company, yet they document everything in the XRP markets report. And also, they've been meeting with the SEC on a regular basis. How much more transparent can you be? You can access all of this as public information. Just go to Ripple's site and look at the XRP markets reports. We have Crypto Insight UK commenting on the Twitter space of Brad Garlinghouse and his conversation with Crypto Man Ran. I think his name is Ran Neuner, and he is the definition of a Bitcoin maximalist. He's been throwing shade on XRP for years. Instead of bringing the community together, any chance to call any altcoin centralized and say it will fail and only Bitcoin will win is completely silly. Yes, Bitcoin is programmable money. And Ethereum is programmable money with smart contract capabilities, with actual logic for businesses at scale, and that's important. But there are other networks that are going to be solving real problems for real customers, such as XRP today, even with on-demand liquidity and a $15 billion run rate. And the guy told Brad, "You're only transparent because you have to be in the US." And Brad said, "No, we don't have to be. We're a private company," followed by awkward silence. So definitely check it out. I think Brad answered it super well for just waking up on a Sunday morning and then getting attacked when he just came in to listen. Also, linked in the video description, guys, we have iTrustCapital. You do not have to use my link, but if you do, you get $100 as a funding reward. This is a completely free account for crypto IRAs and 401ks. We can see iTrustCapital commenting on the recent events. iTrustCapital's software platform has no direct exposure to FTX or its native token FTT or Alameda Research, thank God. And to be clear, I've never used the FTX exchange, and my buddies, and I think I said this last video, that have used it don't like FTX, or didn't now, because they swore to me when they were looking at the order books and also doing leverage trades in crypto that there was clear manipulation. Now, FTX is not used as a service provider for iTrustCapital, and the FTT coin is not an investable asset on iTrustCapital's platform. As the CEO of Coinbase stated yesterday, this situation appears to have been the result of business decisions and leadership within FTX. And what upsets me is that this was actually not a crypto issue or a blockchain technology issue. This was a few bad actors in this space, as usual, with very sketchy funding. SBF came out of nowhere. One day FTX was just a giant exchange. He was a billionaire. I never really heard of him beforehand, and now you see his connections and his lobbying efforts, and this is all public. And the worst part about this whole situation, we can all have our own thoughts and conspiracies, is that now the US and the SEC has more power to come after crypto and continue their regulatory overreach. Gary's not providing any clarity whatsoever. He doesn't even have a list of assets that are securities and are not securities. There is no clarity, and therefore the innovation is going to all these other countries. iTrustCapital does not touch client funding. We do not lend, borrow, or leverage any assets or company assets. We do not allow our partners to do so either. So their funds stay in cold storage, as we've discussed before. And you can see the FAQ right on their website. And coming up in January, I've been using iTrustCapital for 3 years without any complaints. And once again, this platform is 100% free, as you can see. No monthly fees, no hidden maintenance fees, just a 1% transaction fee as if you were trading on Coinbase. We have Wrath Economan right here, the UAE Crypto Oasis 2022 report mentioning Ripple a few times with a full-page spread about central bank engagement with James Wallace, part of the DMI Symposium at OM5. And remember that SAMA, the Saudi Arabian Central Bank, or the Saudi Arabian Monetary Authority, in partnership with the Central Bank of the UAE, worked on a joint 1-year central bank digital currency pilot, and they worked on RippleNet years ago. And during that time, as you guys have heard in interviews, they gave a thumbs up for RippleNet. They said, yeah, you guys are good, you're compliant, we don't even need to test it in a sandbox environment. So the Saudi Central Bank is another country that is not afraid of innovation. And guys, not to get too divisive or political, but even just doing a little deep dive into Gary Gensler and SBF, it is clear that there is corruption at play. And the worst part is that Sam Bankman-Fried made about $11 million in donations, and all of that money was stolen from retail investors. So there better be some repercussions. I also saw JT Invest sharing Multi-Coin Capital, another huge firm affected by FTX. Apparently, they also held a lot of Algorand, so it seems like they've been selling to cover their losses. So we're going to see what XRP is doing next. We're up 9%. We went as low as about 31 cents, almost a double bottom right at 32 cents. We have SWELL in the next 2 days. What do you guys think will happen next? Remember, 5 days ago, we were going over some open gaps for the XRP price chart. We have open gaps at 17 cents, but we also have open gaps that are over $1. But all right, guys, I hope everybody is hanging in there, staying safe, and I'll catch you in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, I'd greatly appreciate hitting the like button and subscribing. Let me know your thoughts down below. And as always, my link tree is linked right in the top of this YouTube video description with all links, crypto resources, and discounts. I'll catch you in the next one.